Life Club with Tashima Jones, the podcast, brought to you by Tashima Jones Media. Keep in mind that this content is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Welcome to another episode of Life Club with me, Tashima Jones. Today we will be speaking about comfort zones. There is a difference between a comfort zone and being comfortable. When many speak about comfort zones, what they are really speaking about is a space of avoidance where parameters are set up with the goal of keeping them safe. On this episode, we unpack avoidance, discover what patterns may be holding us back, and we seek new ways of going forward, one step at a time. As always, when we know the definition of a thing, we are better equipped to using it properly. Up first, we have avoidance. To avoid is to refrain from something. It's to escape, evade, abandon, and to withdraw. Next, we have doubt. To doubt is to dread, fear, and to be afraid. It also means to be undecided on a matter or to have two minds. It is associated with uncertainty, wavering between two opinions, and hesitation. And we have what I call the overs. The overs include overthinking, overreacting, overcorrecting, and overwhelming. The keyword over represents the space beyond one's normal capacity or even natural capacity to respond to a situation or a task. Avoidance can be the mind's way of protecting its human by staying away from perceived danger. However, the very comfort zones we create to protect us can become the zones that endanger us the most. Little by little, an individual may avoid going out with friends or cleaning that certain area in the home or pursuing that long-term goal. And before they know it, they look up and it's been months since they've spent time with the ones they love or tended to that area or picked up on purpose. Avoidance, while in the short term may appear helpful, if not properly used, it can become a major challenge. The thing about avoidance is that it's not a quick fix for things that aren't truly dangerous. Getting out of the way of danger is important, but when that danger is perceived and not reality, or if it's based on a traumatic past, one can find themselves running away from phantom fears throughout the entirety of the day. If avoidance becomes a habit, it can slowly limit you in the very areas you aim to thrive and advance in. The beauty in knowing where avoidance shows up is that it grants the opportunity to change and grow. A few causes of avoidance include overthinking, doubt, fear of making a wrong decision, or being overwhelmed with options and way too many decisions. It may be connected to previous experience or show up as perfectionism and the uncertainty of outcomes. Many of these patterns and beliefs are limiting because they keep an individual in the same place, even though engaging in these behaviors may appear to be helpful in the moment. They hold individuals back from freely navigating throughout life. A major key in overcoming avoidance and false comfort zones is to take a good look at what you are avoiding and why. Discovering the why unlocks new pathways of advancement. It has the potential to add to healing and reveal strategies for success. In most cases, many people aren't stuck. They are simply seeking to remain safe by avoiding people, conversations, and situations they associate with different forms of fear. And here is where your life work comes in. Based on this session, set aside at least 10 minutes and begin to reflect on and consider the following. Do you tend to avoid certain areas of daily living on a regular basis in your personal or professional life? Examples include spending time in healthy activities with friends, resisting making certain phone calls, or procrastinating completing a profitable task that you actually would like to accomplish. Are you able to identify patterns of overthinking which show up as questioning a decision you've already made or coming up with arguments of defense in your thought life? Do you tend to talk, aka think yourself out of healthy activities you genuinely like to participate in? Take time to describe the comfort zones you've created for yourself. In other words, what are the behaviors and thinking patterns of avoidance you practice? In what areas do you practice these patterns? Then consider the why beneath that avoidance and write down at least 1 to 3 new patterns and behaviors that may support you in going forward to accomplish the very things you've been running away from. Remember, avoidance masquerades itself as a comfort zone, but it really holds you back from things that actually benefit you. As always, be sure to journal your experience and feel free to share that experience in the comments section. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Life Club with me, Tashima Jones. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you were here with me, and for that, I am truly grateful. Be sure to share and subscribe to this podcast on whatever platform you are tuning in from, and find me on YouTube at Tashima Jones Media for our 1-minute meditations and other video content. You're also invited to visit tashimajones.com for life coaching sessions, books, articles, courses, and free downloads. Until next time, remember your greatness. Talk soon.